If you're having a little bit of trouble hearing, and let me tell you, I can't tell you how many of my friends in one day, I'm sorry, including me. It's hard as we get older and we start the aging process. It's hard to hear. Sometimes it's just because there's too much ambient sound or whatever it might be. We have a hearing aid that you have to hear to believe. And let me tell you, those hearing aids can be thousands of dollars out there. I know that because my dad bought several pairs that he was just absolutely hated wearing them because they were so uncomfortable and just didn't work very well. The technology has changed and our price is insane. $299.99. When you understand how these work and what a difference this can make, you are gonna make an investment in something that is so important, which is trying to hear our friends and TV and everything. People get very aggravated when you don't hear them. It's like, what did you say? What?
Huh? I didn't catch that.
It's so frustrating.
It's frustrating for everybody. It's frustrating for them. It's frustrating for you. I remember, you know, before my dad passed away, his hearing was starting to be affected and he couldn't really interact with the family. He didn't feel present. He didn't feel involved. So that was really difficult. So we went through the whole process with my dad of, you know, please let's go and see about maybe getting some hearing aids. So it was a, you know, big multi-step process for him to have to do that. And then they hit him with the bill and it was thousands of dollars. Well, we're lucky that everything has changed now. You can get over-the-counter hearing aids, and these are called Go Prime from GoHearing. And I just want to talk a little bit about the parent company here, because the parent company is HearX. They are worldwide leaders in audiology technologies. Maybe you've heard of Lexi or Lexi by Bose. They create all of those technologies as well. But one of the reasons I am so passionate about Go Prime is because these are the only hearing aids we've been able to offer to date where you don't have to have a smartphone. You don't have to have an app. My dad, before he passed, he would have never used an app on a smartphone to adjust his hearing aids. These are convenient, on-board, one-button operation, one button to get it exactly the way you want it. And I am telling you, to be able to get these home, if you have that perceived mild to medium hearing impairment, it can change everything. You feel like you're part of life again. It is definitely a quality of life issue. And instead of having to go through all those steps, why not try these out for a much, much lower price? And then if you don't love them, they're returnable. The hearing aids your dad and my dad bought were not.
Oh, and crazy expensive.
Crazy, $5,000, I think, $5,000 or $6,000.
So expensive, and he kept saying, you know, I don't want to spend that money. I'm like, you have to. You can't hear anybody.
That's right.
It's so frustrating. I want you to hear, though, the difference that these can make. Like I said, I have so many friends who are at that point where they're just getting to that point of real frustration with their hearing loss. And nobody wants to admit it. This is a perfect way for you to be able to enhance your hearing, and this is the perfect way to show it to you, because you have to hear this.
At the end of their long journey, our colony of penguin chicks have reached the ocean. They peer over the edge, waiting for the right moment, anticipating the dangers that await. Until finally, one of them jumps.
Hey, honey, do you hear that?
It sounds like a pair of cardinals.
Where are they? I hear them, but I don't see them.
Oh, I think they're coming from...
Looking for our beer specials? So
Tonight, in addition to our usual lineup of IPAs, we've got some great
there's a pale ale from one of our local
brewers. It's very crisp and citrusy, if that's what you're into.
What a difference.
Big difference.
You know what, it's almost like when, if you're at that age when you need readers, right? And you look at the menu and you can't see anything, you can't read anything. You put your readers on, clarity. This is about clarity. That's what's so different about it. The other sound can be so muffled and just sound like you just can't understand it really. And then when you have that clarity, what a difference, Lori. I mean, and for this kind of affordability, that's what's so crazy about it.
It really is, because you can spend this kind of money on just an amplifier, just amplification technologies. These are actual digital hearing aids. So there are a lot of differences here and additional technologies built into hearing aids versus just amplifiers that will help filter out and refine some of the sound you don't want to hear enhanced, and it makes voices sound amazing. So look at these. They are nice and small. They do a nice little vacuum kind of suction into your ears so that they stay put. But here's what I think is so important. There's a stigma enough for some people about having hearing aids, right? We don't want to feel self-conscious. We don't want to feel concerned about how others are going to perceive us. With these, it looks like you're just wearing earbuds. So they're super, super lightweight, convenient, easy for you to wear. And look at this. They virtually disappear in your ears. And I'm telling you, even right now, just putting these in, my sound quality is so much better because this is something so many Americans deal with every single day. But when we were talking to my dad about, please, let's take the steps, let's do it because we want you to be involved in conversations and a part of the family and engaged again. He finally did it. And you know what he had to do? He had to go to the doctor. He had to get a prescription or get a referral to an audiologist. He had to get a hearing test. Then he had to go to the hearing aid place. Then they had to do multiple fittings. Then they hit him with that bill. And again, it was $5,000, $6,000. Oh, and if you don't like them, too bad. That's too bad. With these, you have 45 days to try them out. They're super, super lightweight and comfortable. You're getting 3 different sizes of those ear tips because we realize not everyone's ears are exactly the same size. So you're gonna be able to find the perfect fit, and we provide you with 2 sets in each size. This case is remarkable. So you don't have to deal with batteries with these at all. So you're not putting in batteries, you're not buying batteries. I will never forget when my dad was having issues with his, we couldn't figure out what was going on, if there was something wrong with them. It was usually the battery. We had the battery in backwards. I can't even tell you how many batteries we threw away. And they were so small, so hard to see. These are rechargeable, and this is a recharging case. So you're gonna be able to get 30 hours of use on a single charge on your GoHearing hearing aids, the Go Primes. If you put them in the charging case, guess what this charging case gets you? An extra 6 charges. So 180 hours of being able to hear without even having to plug this in. Now, when the power does start to diminish, you can see the lights right here on the front. There's a USB-C here on the bottom. So that's the one that's uniform. You don't have to plug it in perfectly, or it doesn't have to be one way or another. You just plug it in. We include the outlet port for you, so you can plug it into wall power to recharge it. But again, never having to buy another battery again. Not going to the doctor, not getting the referral to the audiologist, not doing all the fittings, all of the steps that have literally held so many of us back from being able to enjoy that quality of life again. Hearing the preacher on Sunday, being able to hear the specials at the restaurant. I mean, hearing a friend sitting next to you. This can change everything for you. You have 45 days to try it out, and you have an over-the-counter option now. Try these from the global leader when it comes to hearing aid technologies.
And try them for under $300. Okay, here's the thing. Free shipping and handling. We're gonna give you 5 flex payments. You get these home for $60 on your credit card today. All we're gonna add to that is tax, and unfortunately, we can't do anything about that, but we're shipping these to you free because we want you to try them. I think we've even extended our return date on these.
It's 45 days on this particular product.
Days. Yeah. We want you to wear them. We want you to try them. We want you to hear with them. Because I think once you do, you'll understand that this is an incredibly affordable, but very fabulous solution for a problem that so many of us are having, you know? Yeah, I was so happy. I sat on the speaker on a stage during a concert one time, and now I'm like, oh my God, what was I thinking? You know, it was just like crazy that you'd come home and your ears are ringing. Yeah, you know what? It's a sign of hearing loss right there. Years and years and years we didn't protect it. Now it's gone. And we need something to enhance our ability to hear. This is the way you do it. I agree with Lori. I went through this with my father. It was so difficult to try to get him to put them in because they have these wires in the back and this and that, and he didn't like the way they looked, but mostly they were uncomfortable, and frankly, they didn't help very much. This is a different technology. Sound technology in the last few years is completely revolutionized the way we hear things. This is different. The price is right, and please try it. We want you to try it for 45 days. That's how much we believe in this product. And frankly, it has, I think, 2/3 of our quantity is gone in like, I think we've been offering these for a few days. So please don't miss these. We are down to the final. I think we have about 1,000 left to go around before these sell out. 5 flex payments, it's $60, free shipping. just try it.
I mean, just try it. And now what I love about this is you can take matters into your own hands. You can try something because they are now over the counter. They're now direct shipped to you with 45 days to try them out. And these are packed with technology. I know we're gonna show you some of the features, but this has 6 different channels and 12 different bands. So you're gonna be able to have fantastic sound quality here. You have that feedback cancellation. So do you remember all the that used to happen? You're not gonna find that with these. You also have noise reduction. So instead of just making everything louder like an amplifier would, right? This is gonna actually filter out and refine a lot of the background sounds and make voices clearer. So if it's someone sitting next to you, or if it's, like I said, listening to, you know, watching TV, watching a movie, or trying to listen to what your preacher is saying, you're gonna be able to hear better with an improvement. And this is so comfortable, so discreet, removing that stigma of wearing hearing aids. Here it is, the 6 digital channels and 12 bands, enhancing the sound. The feedback cancellation that I just mentioned, the noise reduction, reducing that background noise. And these are so simple, convenient, and comfortable to wear. They're even magnetized, so you can't put these into the case incorrectly. They just magnetize right back in. Even the lid is magnetized. This is sleek and convenient to travel with. So like I said, 180 hours is coming your way, plus the 30 that you're starting with on that battery life, on that runtime, so it's really convenient. Now right here is your little button. So there is one button operation on it. Can you see that little black button right there? That is the one button that you will use to adjust your hearing aids. Once you get them adjusted to the volume level and onto the mode that you want, they stay that way because they have a built-in memory. So these are really brilliant. Now you're gonna tap that button quickly to be able to cycle through the 8 different volume levels. And you can adjust each one individually. So maybe your right ear is a lot worse than your left ear. You can put your right ear on number 7 or 8 if you want, or your left ear at a lower number, and they will stay individually set because of that built-in memory. The other thing, there are 3 modes here as well. So same button is on both hearing aids because they can be adjusted individually. So now all you do is you press and hold this button to change modes. It is in medium mode right out of the box, okay? But if your hearing sounds muffled or muddy and you're missing some of those higher tones, put it in high. Press and hold. You'll be able to hear the prompts, and it'll go into high mode for you, and that's gonna help return some of those trouble sounds that you've been missing. Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, if you have been missing out on some of the bass tones, some of the lower sounds, and everything sounds very tinny to you, you might wanna put this on low. And for everybody else, it's preset for medium, so you could just stay right in the middle. But anyway, with 3 different modes to choose from, and then 8 volume levels per hearing aid, per ear, you can customize how this sounds. You can also customize how it fits with these great little sizers on the end, and we're including those in 3 different sizes, as I mentioned, 2 sets in each. So we have thought of everything with this bundle. It is completely configured for us here at HSN and is exclusive. We include all of the maintenance tools that you need right out of the box to get a great experience from GoHearing.
And this is your chance to do it because, like I said, 75% of all of our quantity that we brought in is completely gone. We've had over, I think, 3,000 ordered, and I have just about 1,000 left, and then they're gone. Guys, this is an opportunity I think I'm gonna buy for my friend Kathy. She's my best friend, and she's been having so much trouble with her hearing. She's like, I'm apologizing because I'm so embarrassed. I have to keep saying, what? I can't hear you, but I can't hear you, and I can't understand things. And she knows and is aware that she has hearing loss, but she's not gonna go to a hearing loss place. I mean, she's pretty young, you know, to be experiencing this. And to have an opportunity to get something that is going to make a tremendous difference. If we can, I'd love to hear, again, the difference, because this is where the rubber meets the road, as they say.
At the end of their long journey, our colony of penguin chicks have reached the ocean. They peer over the edge, waiting for the right moment, anticipating the dangers that await. Until finally, one of them jumps.
Hey, honey, do you hear that?
It sounds like a pair of cardinals.
Where are they? I hear them, but I don't see them.
Oh, I think they're coming from...
Looking for our beer specials? So
Tonight, in addition to our usual lineup of IPAs, we've got some great
Travelers on tap. There's a pale ale from one of our local
brewers. It's very crisp and citrusy, if that's what you're into.
And I just want to point
Remarkable.
out, if I could, the retail value on this, as you can see, what is it, $480, I think, or crazy. $480. You're saving over $180 by buying it from us. We're shipping it to you absolutely free. You only have to put $60 on your credit card. I'm just encouraging you, if you've noticed, you know, I can't hear. I'm constantly saying, what, can you repeat that? It's so embarrassing, it is. And you know it's irritating to other people. You know it is, it's irritating to me.
I'm getting there too. We've worn earpieces for decades and it's taking a toll, right? We went to all the concerts, so many of us did. If you're having issues, this is a simple and easy solution that actually grows with you. So maybe you want that lower volume level, you can go to a higher volume level if your hearing does happen to get a little worse.
Because you make a $300 investment today that could be with you for years and years and years.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
In case it gets worse. If it doesn't, you have a great setting. But to be able to adjust it, I think the adjustability is incredible.
And individually. So if you have one ear that's worse, you could be at a